Hi everyone. So as promised, I went on to Marie Kondo's The Art of Tidying on Netflix, episode 1, to see what the next step of the tidying phase was. And for the first clients, it was the kitchen and the garage. So with your kitchen, you take everything out of the cupboards. You take everything out of the drawers and you put it all onto like your dining table, your bench tops, and then from this point, clean out your cupboards, make sure there's no crumbs or rubbish or anything. And then from this point, you really need to touch every item. With the kitchen, it's not so much about does this item bring you joy. With the kitchen, it is about does that item function for you? Is that an item that you use every day? Is it an item that you use every week? Is that an item you use every fortnight? Is that an item you use once a month? If you touch an item and you know that you haven't used that appliance or that utensil or that container or that glass or cup or whatever the item is that you touch, and you know for a fact that you haven't used that item in 3 months, 6 months, a year, you need to give it away. It's not functional for you. It's not purposeful for you. It is serving no purpose in your life, but taking up space and causing negativity in your home. So what I have done is I have emptied out all my cupboards. I've emptied out all my drawers. And as you can see, there is a lot for me to work on. So as you can see with the dining table, heaps. So what I'll do is I open all my drawers and I open all my cupboards. And I take a moment and I really think about what is my kitchen space. Now for some people, you're a baker. So your kitchen, it needs to be clean, it needs to be open because you're messy. You're making cakes and muffins and flans and tarts and cupcakes and all sorts of amazing baked items, scones, cookies, flans. You're a cook. So you're always doing stews and casseroles and soups and baked vegetables and roast chickens and all sorts of things. So your kitchen, everything needs to be easily accessible. So from me, with my weight loss journey, I have a smoothie for breakfast, I have a smoothie for dinner, I have my morning supplements, and I have my evening supplements. So I really just need to meal prep morning tea, meal prep lunch, and meal prep afternoon tea. So for me, a lot of my kitchenware I'm actually going to be able to give away because it does not serve me a purpose. For me, with my weight loss journey, I'm cutting down on my bread intake. So I don't need a sandwich press because I'm not going to be eating toasted sandwiches anymore. And I'm not a proficient cook or a proficient advanced cook or chef. So I don't need my pasta maker. Someone else can enjoy making pasta at home. That's not my forte. I have, lots of containers that I don't use, so I'm going to have a look through my pantry, see if some containers can become storage for non-perishable food items, or if they can be meal prep containers for veggie sticks and boiled eggs and homemade dips. So What I'm going to do is I will, as I did with my clothing, I will put away 31 items and I'll let you know how I'm tracking along with that. So watch this space. Thanks. Bye. Hey everyone, that was really quick getting through 31 items. So I've put my plates and my bowls into a drawer rather than a cupboard because my drawers are really long and my drawers are really wide. So it's quite easy for me to have my plates and my bowls in a drawer, and then I can use my cupboard space for something else. Also, I am not a wine drinker. I prefer cider. And so for me, I don't need wine glasses. And as I said, I'm not a baker, so I don't make fancy desserts. And with my weight loss journey, I don't want to be making fancy sugar-laden, fat-laden, carb-laden desserts. So I don't need any fancy dessert glasses. And I'm not a big entertainer. When my friends and I get together, we go out to a restaurant and have dinner, and then we'll go to a bar and have a couple of drinks, and then we'll go out dancing, or we'll play a game of pool or a game of bowling. I don't really entertain at home. I'm not the kind of person who wants to entertain at home. So my big fancy platters, I don't actually need them. So I've already started to put together a box that I'm giving away to Salvation Army. So I'll go through my next 31 items and check in with you then. Hey everyone, so another 31 items. So I have a lot of pantry items and I have a housemate, so I have to share my pantry. So what I have decided is, because my drawers are so wide and because my drawers are so long, I'm actually going to use one of my drawers as my pantry. But I've been very specific. This drawer is for bakery ingredients. So it's flour, it's herbs and spices, desiccated coconut, cocoa powder. So I haven't added to the box of things to give away this round, but we'll see as we progress along. So I'll do the next 31 items. Hi everyone. So I have now put away 62 items this round. So I have a drawer dedicated to my cling wrap, my aluminium foil, my baking paper, my snap lock bags, and my garbage bags. So having them all together, I can open the drawer, I can see them easily, and they're quite accessible where they are. So I'm quite happy with having that drawer completed. So I have added more items to the box. So a lot of kitchen items that I have not used in like a year. I know I have not used them. So if I haven't used it in a year, I'm not going to be using it. So it's better for someone else to enjoy using it. I'm going to do another round and I'll check in with you then. Hi everyone. If you have a cat or a dog, I have 2 cats, and you've got dry food and wet food. Marie Kondo is all about boxes. She's all about containers. So I found one of these containers. So this is a box usually for DVDs, but I find I can fit about 36 packets of wet cat food in one box, which doesn't take up much space in the bottom of my pantry. So I'm going to condense down all of the cat's wet food into probably 3 boxes. That it's just going to take up that much space in my pantry. So not much space at all. And really maximize space in my pantry for other items between myself and my housemates. So try and go to like a storage store or even like check out Big W or Target or Kmart. See if they have these kind of boxes. Even if you find slightly smaller ones, you can stack them on top of each other, so that can help you to save space as well. So this is another round done, and I will check in with you after. Hey everyone, so my kitchen is finished. Ooh, look at that. It's all been put away. Yay. So every cupboard, every drawer has a purpose and a function. I have gotten rid of the first round of kitchen items that I don't really need. So now it's going to be, as I meal prep, using containers and keeping an eye on the containers that I do use daily, weekly, monthly. And the containers that I'm just not using, I just don't have a use for. They're either too small or too big. I will be getting rid of those. Now, because my kitchen is neat and tidy and organized and everything belongs somewhere, Marie Kondo's The Art of Tidying, episode 1, step 1 was clothing, and then step 2 was the kitchen and the garage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop off a whole bunch of stuff to the Salvation Army, and then I am going to do the gigantic task of bringing everything out of my garage into the house and having a blank canvas to work with. I am going to go to Bunnings and purchase a 2-door cupboard, and that is going to help me to really organize the garage. But I'm also systematically going to go through every bag, every box, and everything that I absolutely do not need is going to the Salvation Army. Again, people might think, why don't you go to the market and sell it all? I truly believe that God is going to bless me in ways that I couldn't even imagine. So I am believing and I am receiving those wonderful gifts that will be coming my way. So make sure you watch this space, and I will let you know when I begin the garage.